God bless America was the cry from Lee Toric in 116. Welcome back to Forget Entertainment. It is Sons of Anarchy Season 6, Episode 2. I'm ready to talk about it. Are you ready to talk about it? Yes, we're all ready to talk about it.
We're ready, man. Let's go.
We're ready to talk about it. But we've got a goddamn knock at the door. It's Arcadio. He's revealed that his old lady Darviny's kid, he was the one that shot up the school. I think there's a lot of debate here for what SAMCRO and the Bizlats should have did with Arcadio and Darviny. But we'll get to that a wee bit later on. But Nero's like, I'm going to have to tell Jax. But it's the same day that Tara gets released. You can see things are a bit cold between her and Jax. I mean, why are they a bit cold? I mean, I guess...
Wee bit frosty.
Yeah, a wee bit frosty, like a cool November morning, but it is what it is. But here, yes, that's another thing. You don't really get snow in California, do you? No, you don't really.
Nah, you probably don't know what snow is.
It's not the sunshine state, that's Florida. But anyway, it's a junky state.
Closest thing they get to snow is probably cocaine.
And there's a lot of it floating about, but the Suns don't deal it, but the Bizlats probably would, but they would certainly mow some goddamn...
I think the Bizlats would snort it as well, to be fair.
I think they would, absolutely, but Nero, I don't know, it was a weird scene for Nero, this, he like, leans up against the wall and sinks into it, he's like, yeah, it was Darviny's kid.
I've done that once before in work.
Well, lean up against the wall?
Aye.
And shot yourself and just slid down?
That's exactly what...
Big shite print on the wall for Nero Padilla.
Well, without the shit part, I've done that, you know.
Nero Padilla, I'm a shit maker on the wall.
With brain freeze.
Brain freeze. Up against
the game,
brain freeze up against the wall. Big shite slipping down the wall. Anyway, enough about shite, damn it. Clay doesn't want to get rammed up his shiter, so he makes a deal with Lee Toric, brother. Oh, brother. But the only condition is that he gets to speak with Gemma and Jax. He says, because he's got people I want to hurt too. Is Lee Toric going to get Clay to flip? I don't know, but I would say the standout of Season 6 is Lee Toric and Clay.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, I just want to point something out here. Once you're kicked out the club, and let's be honest, Clay was voted out, right? He didn't leave voluntarily, right? He didn't retire. He was kicked out. Is it really flipping on the club once you're kicked out? Plus, when you consider that they fucked him over, right? Maybe the club don't know about it, but I mean, let's be honest, man. Like, you've got Tig and Bobby and especially Juice. He betrayed Clay, and then we all know that Jax has essentially framed him for a murder, and Clay knows that as well. So it's like, is Clay really flipping here? I wouldn't consider this flipping. I'd consider it getting even.
No, I agree with that logic.
I don't view Clay as a rat. See if he gave up the club. Just like I wouldn't view Otto as a rat, to be honest, when he was going to give up the club.
No, I agree. You can obviously, I mean, by definition, you're a rat, but I think sometimes...
Not for me. It's not what, like, Juice was doing.
Nah, but Otto's was much more justified. Clay, you could argue, he's only been in jail about 10 seconds.
He should be in jail.
Aye, but he is.
I know, but Otto was in jail for club business. I mean, Clay was in jail because...
You could argue Clay deserved jail.
Clay's in jail because he's got a fucking... His wee son-in-law's pissed off with him.
Yeah.
Is it adjustable cause, right enough, but I mean, still...
Jax and the crew, they bust into Darviny's house. He says there's only thing one more dangerous than a rat, and that's a junkie rat. What I didn't get about this is Arcadio he was cooking up the drugs in the bathroom as these guys bust in, so was the intention to always give her drugs for this guy? I don't know, man. The Bizlats are fucking jobbers. I feel like Nero should just... See last season when he killed half of them? He may as well just finish them off and patched in.
Yeah, the Bizlats are shit. I mean, look, Bobby didn't want to be there. Who's to say Nero shouldn't have been the VP? Keep Chibbs as Sergeant at Arms.
Miguel. They said that stain would come out. Well, it didn't come out because, I don't know, he likes leading up against the wall this season.
He does, doesn't he?
He does alright, but yeah. Gemma visits Clay in prison. He says it's like watching the other shoe drop in slow motion. He doesn't blame Gemma for it. Essentially says, when this all goes down, none of it lands on you. Kind of elaborating that, you know, he's going to rap, but will he rap? We'll have to find out.
I think that not really everyone, because only 2 people have visited him, but I think that, like, Jax and Gemma are being a bit unfair here on Clay. Like, they did fucking shaft the guy, yet he's still not going to, you know, he's not going to turn on them, he's not going to betray them yet. They're treating him like shit.
Yeah, but everything that Clay did was like directly affected Jax. Everything, I know he battered Gemma, right? But see, at the end of the day, Gemma and Clay are the two that put JT's death in motion.
You put that shitstorm death in motion.
She can't act fucking innocent. She's the one that told me about the letters. She's the one that fucking did it.
What did Clay really do to Gemma? Apart from beat her up that one time? I can understand why Jax wants more revenge.
That's what I'm saying.
But he did try and kill Tara. And, I mean, he blames him for Opie's death. The lies that spiraled out of control. And he killed Piney as well.
No, but that's the problem for me. I think Jax is justified when he meets with Clay in the next episode, which we'll get to. But Gemma here was on the ropes, man, greeting in the bathroom, all that stuff. SAMCRO then meet with the Irish. Galen says he hates California, he'll be leaving soon, but he's like, you know what, Jax, that's a wee deal about San Bernardino picking up the business, that's good, but it can only happen if they double their territory, brother. Jax is like, no,
that ain't going to happen.
It ain't going to happen, but Jax is trying to, like, get the guns off the street because of the school shooting, but Galen's like, most deadliest weapon, brother.
We need to keep
triple
that gun
the price.
In motion.
Some politician pledges reform. 6 months from now, no one remembers.
No one remembers.
Yeah, he gives him a big shipment of KG9s, but Jax is doing this all behind the club's back. Chibs, he wants to go to the table, but Tig's like, no, we'll go to the table later, brother. See, at this stage of the game,
there is no table. It's a single-seated desk with Jax's name on it, and that's it. You know, in school, when you go in and it's all single seats?
Yep.
That's what the club is at this point.
It is, isn't it?
See, this is why I do think Sons of Anarchy goes downhill in the later seasons. Because I think you can see why Bobby left. There was no democracy anymore. It was Jack-tatorship, really.
Aye.
Jack-tatorship.
He took a fucking line out of Rick Grimes' book.
No, but this doesn't feel like a club anymore where the votes matter, doesn't it? Not.
No, it doesn't.
Now, you can say what you want about Clay and he would manipulate people. But it did feel like there was democracy, right? See, no matter what Clay done, and he might have had like some underhanded tactics to get as many votes as he could on his side, you still felt like when Clay was in charge, no matter what Clay wanted, it was getting put up for a vote.
Yeah.
See, with Jax, it doesn't really feel like the rest of the club have a say. It just seems to be... And Jax is always making excuses. Well, this is the situation. This is the hand I've been dealt. It's supposed to be a club. You're all supposed to be in the same fucking boat here.
The gavel corrupts, as Opie once said. And he also did tell Tara early in the episode that he couldn't leave because it would have felt like everything Opie did was for nothing. I agree with that. I think if he left, it would have been pretty pathetic once he's died. He died he sacrificed himself to save Jax, and what, Jax just going to leave and become a wee jobber mechanic? Don't work for me, brother. Anyway, Gemma shows up at the cabin, SAMCRO are all there, and then what happens? Darvany whips out the shotgun. Arcadio... I don't know. I don't understand this guy's logic here, right? He was actually getting a gun pointed at him too. He then starts pointing guns at every member of SAMCRO, tells Jax to drop it. Then he actually shoots at Gemma, which, I think if Nero just dropped him here would have been justified. He drops him because he was about to drive off where? What's worse, driving off where or actually trying to shoot your girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean, he could have just shot a tyre or something like that.
He could have did that. Jax... obviously pissed at what just went down. Arcadio's dead, chases after Darnay, and then Nero tries to take the fucking moral high ground. He's like, no, man, you can't do that. Why can't he do it? Why can't he kill Darnay? Tried to kill him, tried to escape, put the rat on his club. You've just dropped her boyfriend. Why can't he kill Darnay? I think if Jax blew a hole in her chest or in her head here with a shotgun, it would have been justified.
Just almost like a gender thing, though, isn't it, really, at the end of the day? I mean, that's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah, but it's not a woke thing. It's more of a, like, old school thing. We don't kill women and children. Rather than, we're sparing her because we're woke.
No, I get that, but, like, see, out of the two, I mean, I don't really feel like that. Did any of them really deserve to die? I mean,
Arcadio shot at Gemma. Come on, brother.
Aye, but it was like a warning shot, was it not?
Well, the question is, you said that any of them deserve to die.
Well, am I right? Was it not a warning shot?
Yeah, but he still shot her. Anyway, Jax decides, well, you know what? I'm not going to blow her head off. I'm going to drug her. So he uses his little lapdog Juice. Juice at this point is like soned it. Gives her the drugs, injects it, and then he just grabs the pillow. Calm as you like Chris Benoit 17 years ago. To the day is. Work out what it's to the day. The Chris Benoit.
To this day.
24th of June. Obviously, when this gets uploaded, it will be a bit out of date. But anyway, grabs the pillow, Chris Benoit-esque, and smothers her to death. Juice then blames it on the drugs. Nero's not buying it. Nero tells Jax, like, what the fuck? I need to know what happened in there if that was your call. She's got 2 other kids, man. Our other kids are irrelevant, right? Because she's a fucking junkie, and That's it. Why would Jax care about two other kids? We don't hurt people like that. Yeah, Nero. Your business sell drugs, you sell guns, you do hurt people. You just had a fucking school shooting. You do hurt people like that.
How many of those parents had fucking kids? I mean, it's a bit delusional, isn't it? Like, I mean,
Nero, you're not made for this life, damn it.
How many guys has fucking Nero put bullets in that have kids?
No, I agree. Exactly. We do also get the introduction of Attorney Patterson. I just never liked this character. I think she's very butch. She's very manly. The wig's so obvious, and her and Torek, like, it's the job squad. But I like Torek, but he drops by Deosa. He has a wee drink at the Goddess Bar, which is free. You pointed out he could have just spammed this. Could have had unlimited drink.
Yeah, it seems like you can just drink them until you make your selection, but I wonder if we get any alcoholics that just go in and pretend that they're going to pick a bird, and then they're like, nah, you know what, I'm going home.
Going home
alone, brother.
Going home alone.
With a full stomach of alcohol, you know, it seems a bit weird. You think there'd be like one complimentary drink, and then, right, hurry up and pick somebody here, but...
Yeah, Clay learns that he's staying another night in protective custody, but the episode pretty much ends with Torek giving his hotel number, to the Diosa girl. Then he leaves his business card for Nero, which is weird. It kind of just points the evidence straight back at him. But I guess he had no intention of killing Erin at this point. But Bobby gets his big red felt tip out and he starts writing names down. And he adds Hopper to his list of nomads. What a character Hopper is.
I can't wait for Hopper to hop on in and become a club member. I want to see the new nomads.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm going to give this episode a 7. I thought it was better than the premiere.
I agree. I think more was happening. I think they got more Torek.
Weirdly enough, I think this is the lowest rated episode on IDMB.
Of Sons ever?
Yeah, 7.7.
It's not been a strong start to season 6, I'll say that.
It's not been, but I think when your lowest episode 7.7 as a TV show, you're doing something right.
If you compare the first 2 episodes from all 6 seasons so far, I think this one's by far the weakest.
Yeah. So, I'd agree with that, guys. That's it for 116. What will happen in episode 3? Find out in the next review next Monday. But until then, peace.